All was quiet in the apartment, as everyone except for Luna slept soundly. She sat up in her bed on her phone. Every few minutes she would steal a concerned glance at you, just to be sure you were still asleep. Truthfully, she had never witnessed you getting drunk before, and she was worried about how you would handle it. You had seemed okay in the moment when she found you with Blitz, apart from being completely wasted. And then there was the two things you'd mumbled before passing out. She knew you would be fine, but she still couldn't help worrying. She looked away from her phone for a second, observing you carefully. You were thankfully still sleeping peacefully, with no sign of any disturbances. Luna sighed and smiled, pulling the blanket over you a bit more. Dumb kid, she muttered, half amused, half affectionate, shaking her head. She looked at Octavia, who was still sleeping soundly on the floor. She wondered if she should bring the kid an extra blanket. Just then, Luna noticed you shudder in your sleep, almost as if trying to shake off a bad memory. She immediately turned to you worriedly, and watched as you began shaking more and groaning as if greatly disturbed by something. You sat up in bed with a scream, your breathing uneven and your eyes wide. Hey, whoa, chill. You good? You didn't answer as you continued to hyperventilate, mumbling something about your parents and apologizing for disappointing them. You began to cry, hiding your face from Luna as the tears streamed down your cheeks endlessly. Hey, it's okay. It's not like it was real. Hey! Shit. You kept repeating the word no in response and ran out of the room sobbing. No, not again, you thought to yourself fearfully. You felt sick and dizzy. You felt like you couldn't breathe. Your heart was racing and you felt hot. Luna was about to run after you when Octavia began to wake up. She barely saw you leave and her eyes widened. What's going on? I'm not sure. They left in a panic. I think something's wrong, Luna explained, unsure of how to handle the situation. She had never seen you freak out like that before. It made her uneasy and anxious. Oh no, we should go after them and make sure they're okay. Octavia headed for the doorway when she noticed that Luna looked hesitant. She turned back in concern. Luna? Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Just go without me, okay? Luna told her, looking away. She felt that she might make things worse for you if she tried to help, but she didn't want to tell Octavia that. She didn't trust her enough to let her help. Octavia's gaze was soft with concern, and she slowly walked closer to Luna. Luna? Hey, what's wrong? Luna didn't answer and kept her gaze away from Octavia. Her eyes filled with tears, and she tried her best not to cry. Hey, you know you can talk to me about anything, right? I know we just met, and, well, you don't really know me, but I want you to know that I care, and I'm here for you. Fuck. I'm making shit worse than it needs to be. I'm sorry. I never meant for you to see me like this. It's alright. I don't mind. Fuck. Shh. Hey, it's okay. Look, why don't we just take him in and try not to worry? But what about them? They need you. You should go. I'll be fine. I don't want to leave you alone. Not when you are clearly suffering. I'll stay here with you. At least until you're better. You don't have to. Thanks. Really? Of course. Anything you need, I'll be right here. Octavia hugged Luna gently in a comforting manner. She wanted her to feel safe and know that she wasn't alone. Luna began to feel a bit better, knowing that Octavia was there and that she didn't have to go through this by herself. Do you feel like telling me what's going on? Yeah, I think so. I'm so shit at comforting people, okay? I mean, I never know what to say, and I always end up just making things worse. I know I act like I don't care, but I really do. I guess I just have trust issues. Oh, well, that's perfectly understandable. Really? Yes, I think I know a similar feeling. You do? Well, perhaps it isn't quite the same. But over the years, I grew to have a lot of trust issues with my dad after my parents started fighting. Damn. That's tough. Yes, and it didn't get any better when my dad chose Blitz over me. I mean, how could he? And after promising me that he would never leave me. As it turned out, he left for the same reason I always feared he would. He left me alone. It wasn't fair. Holy shit. I'm so sorry you had to go through all that. It must have been really hard for you. Hey, there you go. That was perfect. What was perfect? Your words of comfort just now. They were sweet and caring. Oh, really? Thanks. And you said you weren't good at comforting people. I knew you had it in you. Just then, you approached Luna and Octavia. You had managed to calm down and regain your composure, and now you are ready to go back to bed. Are you okay? Octavia asked, rushing over to you worriedly. You told her you were fine now. Suddenly, you gagged and ran to the bathroom to throw up. Luna and Octavia rushed in after you to help. Oh yeah, still hungover. Right. Well, I warned you, dude. Shh. There. It's all right. Let it all out. There you go. It's okay. It's all over now. Wow, you are a lot more chill than I expected you to be. Damn, you should have been a nurse. Well, I've never really thought about it before. What I might be now that I'm no longer a Goetian princess. But never mind that. Let's just get them cleaned up and get them to bed. Come on, up you go. Octavia helped you stand up and walk to the bathroom sink while Luna wiped your face with a wet washcloth. After they were done cleaning up, Octavia helped you back to bed so that you could sleep off the hangover. Before long, all three of you were asleep and the apartment was quiet again. The next morning, you woke up to a massive headache, so you decided to stay in bed for a bit longer. Blitz, on the other hand, seemed perfectly fine. You closed your eyes as you tried to relax, while Octavia gently stroked your hair to comfort you. Just then, Blitz burst through the door suddenly. Good morning, everyone, he announced cheerfully. Your eyes opened again, and you silently wished you could fall back asleep. Luna gave Blitz an annoyed look and growled. What the? Dad? Get your asses out of bed and into the portal, 'cause we're going on a mission. I don't think now is the best time for that, Octavia told him, thinking of you and how much pain you were in right now. You groaned and rolled over in bed, pulling the covers over your head. Let's pause, noticing that you were acting different. The fuck's wrong with you? He asked. Octavia was concerned, while Luna gave him a look that said, What do you think? Oh, right, you're still hungover from last night. Damn, you're more of a lightweight than I thought. Fuck. Okay, well, what do you want to do? If you want, you can come with me, Looney, and M&M, or if you're not up for it, you can just stay here with Octavia and Stolas. Actually, sir, everyone was surprised when Moxie spoke up. I think I should stay, too, and look after them. You guys can go on without me. Mox? Are you sure? Yeah, it's okay. I just think there should be at least 2 adults to stay behind and keep an eye on things. Besides, they've got you to help out. I know you won't let them down. Okay, well, if you're sure, Mox. Have fun, sweetie. Well, I guess that settles it. Mills, Looney, come on, let's head out. Blitz, Luna, and Millie left through the portal to go on their mission, leaving you, Octavia, Moxie, and Stolas behind. You sighed in relief. At last, Blitz wasn't shouting anymore. You could finally relax and try to get rid of this hangover. You closed your eyes, willing your headache to go away. Don't worry, kid. You're in good hands. I know all kinds of remedies for a hangover. Let me see here. Moxie began going through his collection of things that were sure to help someone with the hangover. He was prepared for this. He felt happy that he would be able to help you. He didn't like the idea of leaving you alone to deal with the pain of a hangover. Octavia watched him silently as he rambled on. about the different methods of curing a hangover. She noticed you looked exhausted, and she sighed. I think it's best if they just sleep for now. Oh, right. Well, sleep works too. I guess I'll leave you two alone then. But if you need anything, don't hesitate to give me a shout. I can help too. But they should at least take this when they wake up. Moxie handed Octavia 2 small pills that would help ease the pain for you. She set them down on the nightstand beside the bed. Octavia shut the door so that you wouldn't be disturbed anymore. She sat back down on the bed beside you and looked at you, noticing that you had fallen asleep. She smiled and looked at you lovingly. What is this feeling? She thought to herself. Why does my heart flutter so much when I am near you? Octavia couldn't keep her eyes off you. She moved closer, hesitating for a moment. I wonder if... Octavia's voice trailed off as she gently cupped your cheek in her hand. She leaned closer, wondering if any of this was right. She wanted to, and yet she sighed, leaning down, and gently kissed you. Her heart skipped a beat as your lips touched. When she pulled away, she smiled, a small blush appearing in her cheeks. I love you, she whispered. She noticed you were shivering, and she joined you under the covers, cuddling you and holding you close to her. Just then, you began to wake up. You noticed Octavia was there with you. Confused at why she was holding you like that, you asked her what she was doing there. You seemed cold. I wanted to warm you up a bit. You were shocked and confused, but grateful nonetheless, and so you closed your eyes once again, allowing yourself to drift off to sleep.